Yay, Tower of Babil. This one is pretty much for Zach and a couple of my other friends, but mainly Zach, because I told him that there was a boss in here that he was super hyped about because it's part of his favorite Final Fantasy game. It's one of the Eidolons from 10. Specifically, Anima. It's the final boss of this dungeon. And, yeah. It's probably my favorite fight so far in Endwalker. There's, it's one of my top fights. Actually, my top fight so far is the third or second boss in here, and I'm basically calling it Magnet Man. He basically does magnet style attacks, um, and whatnot. You'll see when I get there, and I'll call him out. But yeah, just enjoy the ride and the run. I am playing a white mage specifically, so healer. So if you guys don't know what that is, meh, I just keep everybody alive. You little. You're not supposed to come after me. You're supposed to go after the tank. If you're wondering what this thing is and why it changes, it's called the Blood Lilies. Like, oh jeez, that actually kind of hurt. Big boom. Oof. Getting a little low on MP. No worries. Lucid dreaming is always a fun thing. That and outside of combat regen of MP and HP is just ridiculous. You regenerate 10% of your maximum every, like, 3 seconds. This is Magnet Man. Oh. Battle res. Big hit. yeah, depending on what charge you are, depends on what certain mechanics do for this fight. Like, if he's doing a negative pull thing, you're gonna get pulled closer to it. Big hit. And another battle res. I have a feeling this guy is brand new, like never been in here before. Because he keeps just doing, like, the wrong thing. I've been there, done that. The first time I was in here, I died at least once on him. Oh, he's doing negative, so I need to be up against it. And he's gonna get pushed off the edge. I'm getting pushed away again because it's positives and I need to get away. And he's gonna get nailed. And big hit. If you don't know what I'm saying for big hit is, I have a thing called Afflatus Misery. It's whenever I use 3 blood lilies, the blossom at the bottom is fully in bloom, and what happens is I could use that blossom to do a very large AoE hit. Um, Most of my damage, like if it's holy, I'm only hitting for like 3-4k. If it's Dia, which is the dot, it's ticking for like a grand and a half. If I do glare, I'm hitting for like 5k on the single target. Let me see here. 1100 for Dia, 5500 for glare, and 2700 ish for holy. Whereas Afflatus Misery is base 24k, so I'm hitting like 6 times harder on a single cast with it. But it takes a minute to charge effectively, because each lily charges it over 20 seconds, and it takes 3 of those to be able to do Misery. So yeah, technically I can have this fully bloom and have 3 lilies waiting, so I can do 2 in about 15 seconds. But unless I need that much healing, it's never gonna happen. I'd be better off saving the lilies for healing, because you only get an AoE heal or a single target heal. The single target heal is effectively a cure 2 for free. Um, Whereas the AoE healing is effectively a Medica 1 for free. Though Medica 1, it heals for like 6,000. Or no, 4,000 or 5,000 each. Or so. Crits for 6,500. So, it does a decent chunk. The big thing is free, and it charges the blossom. So I can use Misery. That's the big thing. Now, if you pause it right there, that was actually all my classes and what levels they are. So if you want to look, because I don't have any combat. Yay! I have one class at max, Reaper, because it's one of the top tier DPS classes, and I use it to just get through the story. I'm coming behind with a white mage leveling up through dungeons. I just wanted to record this one for basically my best friend, so he could see the Anima fight for the most part. But I think I'm gonna probably do one of each dungeon, just so that I can show my friends all the fights. Especially my brother too. He used to play in the first X-Pack, or A Realm Reborn, when it first came back after the year and a half hiatus. He played through, I think it was the 4 turns of the Coils of Bahamut, and then he quit. the second boss. Do not need you, I don't think. Ooh, critical versus debt. Oh, it's piety versus debt. I'll take piety. Piety is regen, or mana regen. But yeah. Visually, I think this dungeon's pretty awesome. Just aesthetically, it just gets more and more down to like demonic madness as the dungeon goes on. Like these look like almost like a demonic rib cage, kind of the way the setup is. Luge. It's a reference to Final Fantasy IV. I actually did not realize his name until just now. The third time I played this dungeon, I never noticed the name. Big hit. But in 4, he was actually called Dr. Luge. But he was the guy that put together the Tower of Babil, which is what this place is called. It's just it was a giant warring mech suit in the Final Fantasy IV, which was kind of nifty. Had to wait because if you're Toad, you cannot actually do anything in the form of casting or anything like that. So the downfall of that mechanic is sometimes you can't do anything. It's actually better to do the mechanic though, otherwise you could have issues. 'Cause you'd be dead like the noob. And I'm not meaning that as a derogatory term for calling him a noob. He's just never been here, so he doesn't know all the mechanics. Oh, time to shrink. That mechanic's kind of cool. You flat out get missed because you're underneath the blades, versus if you're full size, you will take the hit, and it's like darn near lethal, if not is lethal damage, even at full health. Big hit. Bam! Oh wait, there it is. Oh, no crit. If I crit, it's like 32k. It's so fun to watch it crit. Or 32 or 36, I can't remember which. It's been a while since I've had a crit. Oh, he was gonna take 2 hits there. He got lucky. Yeah, all this loot, no good. Well, none of it I can wear yet anyways, because none of the classes that I... Like, if you see the classes in there, which is the 3 letters in caps, if it's not lit up white or green is what you currently are. If you are currently in that class, it's green. If you have it and are capable of wearing it, the lettering is white. But if you don't have any class that's leveled high enough for it, it's actually represented in red. And there he is in the background, Mr. Batty himself, Adema, kind of hiding off in a corner. Yeah, like that one. I don't have a caster DPS class. Uh, that's I think the highest one is 60 because it's red mage. It didn't want to target the tank at all whatsoever. I don't understand it. That was really weird. It would not let me target the tank for any reason. This is the right way. And yes, I did all of what I said. Nothing let me target him for whatever reason. Until he was dead, it would not let me target him. Ooh, big heal. Yeah, there was like 100k damage right there. One cast. Because of how many targets were there. Primary target took 24-ish k, and all the other targets took about 12 to 13. And here comes the big baddie himself, Anima. I didn't even notice it the first time I was here until I was literally walking into his room, like this area that I'm in right now. Didn't see him in the background, even though I could have seen him way up there right when I walked into the door of the ensemble of rooms. Here we go. Down below. Yeah, we get to deal with the bottom end too, just like in Final Fantasy X. The only thing is in 10, this is just one move. You don't get to deal with him permanently. But in this version, it's literally an entire phase, and we have to do so much damage to Anima. We have to full on kill the bottom half for us to be able to avoid dying. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Get time to keep doing this to you. Yeah. We gotta get it before like 55%, otherwise we're in trouble. Like, we won't die. It's just, it tends to be problematic. Like, it puts us at almost no HP. Yeah. The more charge he is, the harder that hits. Specifically. Big hit. Wham! Which one is it? Big hit! Bam! 24k. Jeez, my face. Oh, that's not good. There we go. And there it is. We win! Only, what was it, one death? Wasn't too bad. Especially for somebody brand new to this dungeon. For Anima, anyways. But anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.